Go back in time. Most shocking moment to date so far on Game of Thrones for you?
Oh, Ned Stark beheading season 1. That was all. That was always the game-changing moment. That was the moment that made everybody realise that this isn't a show that plays by the rules. We killed our lead character off at the end of the first season. Nobody's ever done that before, knowing that there's more seasons to come. So once that was established, you realise that we didn't. We don't obey those conventions, and nobody could predict, and nobody could second guess a single second of the show after that.
Most shocking moment for you that you've ever seen on the show?
I think it actually was last season, and seeing Jon Snow being swallowed up in that incredible battle sequence, and it was shocking for me because I watch a show and I love it and I'm totally involved, but this was the first moment that I realised that's what it must be like to be involved in war, and there was a chilling reality to that moment that cut through on a purely emotional level. So it wasn't, any of the kind of massive shocks. It was that humanity, which I think increasingly the show is doing, that we're really finding that human empathy.
You've been on the show since the beginning. Having watched it as a viewer too, though, what do you think has been the most shocking moment that you've watched on the show?
The whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, you were there when Viserys got the Golden Crown.
I know. I mean, there've been so many shocks. I think that's part of the thrill of the series, that it serves them up, I think the Red Wedding, the Blood Wedding, was sort of just as a scene, and the way it unfolded, and because it was an entire family, and you thought, oh God, no, that's not, no, Catelyn's, no, so an entire family pretty much wiped out was very shocking. I have very, very fond memories of the last scene of season 1, which was shocking in a different way, when she gave birth to the dragons, and I walked through the ashes of the pyre of Khal Drogo to discover her, and then kind of bow down before her. She gave birth to these dragons. Was sort of I felt was introduced us to a kind of magic within the series, which I think it's always very choice not to overuse, but allows it to take Thrones into a very, very different territory.
Tell me what you think the most shocking moment on Game of Thrones to date has been.
Well, it's got to be Oberyn getting his eyes gouged out.
Missing Pedro sometime.
Oh, always, always. Both me and my character.
I mean, there's so many moments. Look at the Red Wedding. I still can't look at the Red Wedding. I'm still slack-jawed looking at the audacity of these writers who've been trying to kill us watching stuff like that.